Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And if you're new here, each morning we watch these two columns. This is our momentum indicator. As these numbers grow, they will climb to the top. Hopefully we'll get a spike, a volume spike beside them. Once we see that happen, we will come over to the current bar volume and make sure we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. And what I mean by that is that this number has to have good volume flow, not just a little bit coming in here and there. We want to see a battle going on with this number. We also want to confirm that we have tall green bars breaking above this average volume line in this indicator. These are buyers if they're green, they are sellers if they are red. So once we see the bars breaking the yellow, that's when we want to look up here and consider if we want to get in or not. This is the My Blessing indicator down here. It's also a key factor in trading. The green part is the buyers, the red is the sellers. So all we need to see is the green bars breaking above the yellow, this indicator pushing upwards, and these green bars growing taller and taller. That confirms that the stock is fixing to move higher. Once we see that, then we decide if we want to get in or not. And if you are new here, thank you for joining us. And make sure that you trade on paper to start if you've never seen these videos. Just attend these live streams, write down your entry and your exit price the old-fashioned way on a piece of paper. And if you profited or lost, write the results down. When you become good on paper, start with small share size between 1 and 10 shares. With real money, if you are successful there, the way you increase your profit is to just increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you start using any of my indicators or taking any of my suggestions. I am not a licensed professional. I'm a guy who trades from his home office and decided to share his trading strategy. So make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you start taking any of my advice. Also, make sure in your active trader you have the EXT selected on time and force. That would be TIF. And if you've installed any of these indicators, make sure you right click on this title here, Edit Formula. And make sure that this box is checked right here, or else your indicators will not work like mine. And we have about a minute and a half to go before the market opens. It was a pretty rough 2 days in the regular session. Hopefully you didn't gamble any chances, lose any money. It's been strongest in pre-market. We've had 2 to 3, maybe 4 sometimes run in pre-market. I've just been sitting back after the bell rings and hanging on to the profits, waiting for the next pre-market session until this regular session decides on what it wants to do. It's currently trending downward for the last 2 days. So use caution after we get through with this pre-market session so you don't lose your profits. About 45 seconds to go. All right, about two seconds. Let's see if this thing lights up red or green. ZONE. Volume seems to be picking up just a little. It's not the battle I would like to see. Here's a tall green bar coming in. The buyers are coming in to drive the price up. This indicator, however, is pointing south, so be very careful here. It could just sell right back off. These are sellers coming in. It's been a pretty rough market. Make sure you don't just jump in. Give it a few minutes or seconds to confirm the move. QSI pushing up a little. Let's watch these bars. If they start growing green, they're going to push the price higher. Volume is kind of low on this one. It's pausing, but it still could go slowly. Pushing up higher now, 266, 267. Hopefully the buyers keep coming in. We have nice tall green buyer bars. This indicator is pointing north. Make sure you lock in some profits as these candles are spiking to the upside. Watching these bars, I see a little bit of red there from sellers. We don't want to see any red coming into this bar. They're starting to take some profit. They're not selling it off, but they are taking profits at the top. Red dominator bar. I'm going to sell out right here. Didn't get very much out of it though. About 8 cents on 1,000 shares. I'm going to stay out of this one for now. Looks like the buyers are still coming in slowly. The volume is not like I want to see, so be very cautious here. They're not really coming in and attacking this stock. Pushing up a little more, 272. Watching the red dominator bar trying to come in for the sellers. Now pulling back, they're taking profits. And yes, I had trouble getting out of this thing. I had to get out twice. The volume was too low. NIVF has already taken off. Volume is a lot greater on this one. It's already at a high. This indicator starting to roll over. If you've already entered this stock and found it before I did, you may want to consider taking some profit. CADL now spiking up. 674. Watching the dominator bars. This is the first tall green one. There may be more to come. Pushing right on up, 699. Watching for red here. Kind of feel like I'm running a few seconds behind on these stocks. They're already running. I can't keep up with the 3 or 4 that hit all at the same time. In other words, I can't display that many on the screen at one time. Still pushing up now, 740 for the high. Watch for sellers here. We want to watch for red bars. Pushing up a little more, 767, 786, 795. I would be out if I were you. At least take some of it. A nice little run. We were late on it, but there was still a few dollars to be made here. Good job, John. Good job, Sammy. Good job, Don. Good job, OG. Still pushing up. It looks like they want to drive it up for more. Let's see what happens. See the buyers coming in here. Going up to 818 now. Let's see if they can fire it up again. Let's get it up in that $9 range would be nice. Watching these bars closely. Nice tall green dominator bar for the push to 819. $8.20 now, only a penny gain there. Looking for another green bar to come in. Looks like it may be over. Profit taking going on, but hang on, don't just sell out that quick. Let's see what happens. Green bar back in. They're pushing it up for a little more. It is getting weaker, so do take some profit out of it if you got back in. Green dominator bar still. A little bit of red coming in. The buyers buy it up. Let's see if we push a little bit more here. It would be nice to get it up in that $9 range. Nice tall green dominator bar. Not seeing very much red. I say don't risk it. I say lock in what you can, just in case that big red candle appears. Since we are getting weaker, good job, D-Man, Wilson, Tally Ho, Bonsai Jim, Doc Watson. Still not over. They are still pushing up here. 893. We're going to make that $9, $9.24 now. Don't be greedy. Remember the words, don't be greedy. Take what you can get and be happy. Get your slice of it, get out of it. Good job, Greg B. Autumn Rain. Dinah Guy. Not seeing very much selling going on. Just a few profit takers. The price is not dropping. They may push it up a little more. Let's see what happens. The My Blessing is kind of hovering down and up. It's changing colors. More buyers coming in for another push. 945 now. 952, 970, 980. $10. How much money do you want to make this morning? Thank you, Lord, for this blessing. 1070, $11, 1131. Are we going to go to 30? I know, I'm just kidding you, but I hope it does. I'm not that good. I predicted 9. We're at 11. That's how good I am. 1131. Nice for a Wednesday morning hump day, right? Red dominator bar, now they're taking some profits. The buyers bought it all up. It turned right back green. Are we going to go more? We can only wait and see what the buyers and the sellers are going to do. Heavy selling now. It's probably going to come down a little bit. Good job, KK. Good job, Doc Watson. Good job, U4. You can see the red bars now. The buying is over. They're starting to take profit. Let's see if we get a pullback play. They may stop it right in here and start buying again. Some buyers coming back in right here. So even though I felt like I was late on this one, that just goes to show you how much buyers and sellers control the movement of a stock. It still gained over $1.50 and I was late on it. My blessing is rolling over south. May not go any higher than this. Good job, FIF. Good job, Autumn Rain. What a beautiful play. Good job, Moon Motor. Good job, Nano. Good job, YouTube. Good job, Roma. Got some YouTubers making some good money this morning. Congratulations, traders. Autumn, I'm sure it would nailed it. It's been working pretty good. I watched it most of the day yesterday. Didn't have any good stocks to watch, but what did move, it was doing good. I'll put it back up there after the first hour of trading. Good job, 05. Ready for number 2. Where's number 2? Good job, Chad. Hopefully you had 1,000,000 shares. PRZO, I'm told it has news. Currently selling off though. Let's see how they interpret that news if they come and drive it and push it up. I see some buyers coming in. The bar's not growing though, and there is some red in it, so they're being cautious here. But it all depends on the buyers and the sellers, how they interpret that news. Good job, Brian. Good job, Chad. You can see the sellers coming in. You can see the red. That does not mean it's going to go not going to go down. It means it could go up because it all depends on how they interpret the news. Some people see it as bad, some people see it as good. If the majority see it as good, they may come in and drive it up. So we'll watch it for a few minutes. If you're sending me direct messages, it's going to be a while before I can respond. We are right in the trading session, and I also like to make money, so I'm going to have to ignore your direct message until I get to a comfortable position where I'm not too busy and I can get to it. So have a little patience for me, please. GR, I never do predictions in the market. I just basically follow buyers and sellers. That's what my system does. Is I track sudden movements in the market, and then we investigate those sudden movements, and then we come over and see the buyers and sellers. So I don't predict anything. I don't rely on news. I simply follow where the buyers and sellers are. If I click on it and we see activity that's in our favor, then we'll probably play the stock. Waiting for the next one. So we had one minor one paid off pretty good. Then we had a major one paid off really good. So we're up two so far. CADL pushing up now. It's at 1174. Let's see if they continue this push. We've already had one run up. Don't expect another strong run at this level. We could get some out of it, but I don't know how much until these buyers get done with it. We do have a tall green bar above the yellow line. This indicator is pointing north. Let's see if another green bar comes in for the push. So don't be tempted here unless buyers start coming in. Good job, Roma. Good job, Jasons and Greg B. All of y'all making money this morning. I made quite a bit myself. Breaking above the average volume line. We may get a little push here. I don't like the way this stock is moving, though. It's just creeping. It's not really running. The run was back here. Could just be a bunch of hopefuls hoping it goes up some more, and it very well could. It's not selling off, and when they're not selling off, we continue to watch them. Sellers coming in. The buyers are buying it up. The red has disappeared. Green bar growing. Little bitty push to the top. 1264, 1286. You're going to have to take your profits when you see it. This one's quite slow. Don't rely on me to say, okay, it's over. You need to learn this stuff. Watch these indicators for sellers. Now 1323. I knew they would come back in. It was kind of sitting up there just floating around and not selling off. I'm going to sell here. I'll go ahead and take that 50 cents. I don't care if it runs more. I locked in my profit. I'm happy with that. Just adds to the kitty this morning. 1397 now. 1406. Watching these bars. Even though these lines have crossed, it's really this line you want to monitor. When these two lines break above this yellow line, up here is momentum. Anywhere above this yellow line is momentum. A crossover is good, but it does not mean that the buyers are going to continue. It just tells you the momentum is in your favor, but your favor is really right here. Are these sellers going to come in and drive it down? That's what you have to watch closely. This is just confirmation of the trade, right? This is the trade. Red coming in, profit taking. The stock is not selling off. The price is not dropping. So we're going to continue to watch. Good job, Roma. Getting more selling now. We are dropping down a little bit. We could go into a consolidation period just like this one below it. Or we could just sell right off and go right down to zero again. Good job, Tally Ho. Still not selling off hard. Not seeing any big red candles coming down. My blessing indicator is coming down now. It was not selling off. That's why when they're not selling off, I'm going to hang on to them and see what happens. So right here you see red. And you see the buyers starting to come back. The bars got short, then the buyers come back in to drive it up for this second run. I'm mainly doing my trading here. I'm not watching up here. I'm watching what the buyers and sellers do. As long as I see green bars coming in and no red, I'm going to hang on to that trade or take a second shot at it. This indicator is so spot on, it's kind of hard to miss, but I highly suggest you learn it for weeks at a time, maybe a month. Get used to what it's doing, and trade right off of this indicator. I'm not watching how high the candle's going. I'm not watching how much money I'm making. I'm concentrating on buyers and sellers. These are buyers, but not enough of them to move the price. If you stick around here every time I'm live and watch what we do, you will build confidence in what we do. It's no trickery to it. I'm simply monitoring buyers and sellers. We wait for the trades to come to us. These scans will spot the buyers and sellers. They will jump up here in the scan with a percentage spike on volume. And that's when I click on them to take a look and see what the buyers and sellers are doing. This entire system works together to produce these fast-moving trades. I'll take a look at LAES, but I don't see it in my scans. It's coming up off a bottom is why. So we're in a downtrend on this stock. This may just be a little bounce for a continuation down. Don't really care about these. This line that you see here is the 34 EMA. I made it change colors when we're trending up, so the 34 will change to green when we're trending up. If it turns to red, we are going to trend down, so I don't play these little bounces. I want to see this price above the 34, the angle going upwards, and we're really climbing and the buyers are active. Watching this percentage, it just popped up out of nowhere. It's kind of a high price stock anyway. Autumn Rain, I think over time you're going to start having better entries. You haven't been here too long, I don't believe. Am I correct? About a month, maybe? Yeah, I thought so. Just give it time. I guarantee you will get it. You'll start planning your entries a lot better. A month to me is really not enough time to become a good trader at this system. You're going to make some money, you might lose some money, you might have some bad entries, you might have some excellent entries. Until you attend enough of these live streams, it's going to take you some time to get it. Trading's not easy, okay? I make it look easy up here because I'm tracking the proper things, but that still doesn't mean you can do it successfully. And please don't compare yourself to other traders who are posting $1,000 win, $800 win. You will get there over time. Nice tall green bar coming in. Let's see if it continues. This could just be a group coming in to spike it up. You get in and they pull it right back down. I want to see continuation here. Now it's pulling down. Don't fall for trickery. They are taking profits, selling. It is minor selling, but they are selling. Volume is too low to trade this stock. You will learn that as well if you attend here. If I buy 5,000 shares, I'm one of 3 people trading this stock, right? That's how I look at it. This is too low to trade. And YouTubers, if you don't mind, hit the like button for me on this video. If you like what you see, make YouTube buy my coffee each morning, and it's greatly appreciated. Kind of calm at the moment. We are waiting for buyers and sellers, right? We're not trying to create a trade. We want to join the party of buyers when it happens. Good job, Greg B, on the recovery. I know the coffee gets cold when you're trading, when you're making money, the coffee is cold. So the market hasn't been so good. I'm talking of the regular session now. When the bell rings, hasn't been so good every day, but these pre-markets have been fantastic for a while now, and I'm talking months. Every now and then we'll have a bad pre-market session, but I'm going to say 80 to 90% of them are good. All right, we have NLSP pushing higher. Now we have buyers coming in. Let's see how high we can get this one. That we're currently at a $3 spike. Let's see if the buyers continue to come in. I'm not entering yet. I don't know if you did already, but you may be safe here. We'll see how it goes. I'm waiting on another big bar to come in. Red dominator bar, there's some profit taking going on. Selling heavy. Green bar coming back to it. They are buying up what they're selling, so let's see if they can push it up higher. There's the breakout. Down up to 309 now, 311, 314, 324, 26. I'm taking profit here for 15 cents at 2,000 shares, $300. High at 335. I'm watching these buyers and sellers. If you notice, I don't try to chase these things to the top. I lock my profits in as it's rising. I've always had great success that way. It's easy to get out, easy to get in. I leave a lot of money on the table, but I don't care. I get mine when it's running. There's sellers right here pulling it out now, dropping the price hard. Maybe I got in your way, Greg B. I went 1,000 at a time and got it. Good job, Sammy. Good job, you four. Good job, Nautica. Selling off. You had to have very fast clicking fingers to get this profit. That comes over time. It's nothing you're going to learn today. Good job, D-Man. So we have some low profits, $18, $10. We have some high profits, 150 to 2 to 300. Now we got a 567. Good job, FSTL. Go Swim, we're getting near the end. There's a lot of technicals behind that thing. I've got to keep up with all of you guys, all of the traffic flow, the support. There's a lot to that website. It's not just, hey, throw up a website and let's get it going. It's not that easy. A lot of technicals behind it, the support department, the streaming. It's big. You wouldn't realize how big it is until you try to build one. So we're getting there. I just don't know an exact date. I'm hoping by the end of the year we find new changes we need to make every other day, and that takes a little bit longer. So we get delays, but they're good delays. But we will eventually get there, I promise you. And if you are new to our Discord and a premium member, watch out for scammers. They will use my name, make you think it's me. It's really not me. I don't message anyone unless we had a prior conversation to take it private. So if someone contacts you in a private message, it's not me. Right click on their name and block them. That's the main reason we are getting off of Discord. I can't stand my members to be attacked by a scammer trying to steal their money. I've reached out to Discord. Discord says they have a right to choose any name they wish, and that makes me want to get off of it even more. Waiting for some buyers to come in. We want to see some spikes up here or down here. And I'm actually running 11 different scans, and I'm not seeing anything currently. And if you become a premium member, if you're interested in becoming a premium member on YouTube, there's a banner at the top of the chat where you type in, it's yellow and white. You click that, join our Discord for free upgrade, and then you get over 60 live scans. You can scan any way, any strategy that you want. Over 30 plus indicators. We only have 2 premium indicators that are a separate purchase beyond your premium membership, and it's this Master Scalper and this My Blessing indicators. They are $99 each. The premium membership is $79 a month. But as you've seen from this morning's performance, you can easily pay for that in one trading session. Not guaranteed because you got to learn, right? But it's very possible. That's not possible. Skeletters. I'm limited on the functionality of ThinkorSwim, but it works fine. It's free, right? There's no transaction fees. The software is free. I'm able to program it to its maximum capacity, and that's all I care about. Overall, for a free platform, I think it's an excellent platform. We don't have full control, but it's still a good platform. Everything here is custom coded. I can't get into details through a live trading session, but everything here is custom coded. You're not going to find any of this stuff in ThinkorSwim. They all have their functionality. This one's tied into this one. This one is tied into both of these. They're also tied into these volume spikes. Everything is working together as the complete system. So this scanner down here is keeping track of all the stocks that's moved for us over the last 30 minutes. Some of them appear there instead of here because the movement is so small it finally hit the triggers of this scan. Kind of like this one. QSI, we haven't seen it this morning, but yet it's going up so slow it finally hit this scan. I don't suggest getting into these low volume stocks. It's too hard to get in and get out. You can actually lose money by the time you get out. All right, quieting down now this morning. A tongue twister there for me. Enjoy your coffee while we wait and hopefully catch the next one. The Lord's been good to us this morning. Make sure to give thanks. George, I have a computer downstairs and upstairs. I have to log off of one of them and log on to the other one, but you can use it on multiple computers that way. When I'm done with this live stream and I'm doing nothing after that, I'm either coding or I'm downstairs in my easy chair watching the stocks on a computer laptop, just in case something pops up. I have been sitting there watching one of my TV shows and look over and make a couple of $100 just out of the spur of the moment. I think yesterday I had a low one, $52 right after lunch. All of these are for scalping. Everything I build is for scalping. You can use some of the indicators for longer term trading. If you adjust this time frame on your chart, you're going to adjust the indicator as well. So they are multiple uses. Professor, to be honest with you, the TV's usually on and I might be looking at it or I might not. I'm not really a TV guy. I'm more or less a YouTuber that searches for the kind of content that I want to see. I like sports, hang gliding, sailing, motorcycle riding. I look for the subjects I'm interested in. Don't do much regular TV at all. LAES. I've looked at it once this morning. It hasn't really jumped up in our chart as a spiking stock. It's kind of just bouncing around. ThinkorSwim, they're not here for long. They're doing what we do. They're racking in the dollars, pulling out, going back to cash. I will take 2 or 3 of these stocks every morning over sitting there for another 6 hours waiting on something to happen in the regular session. I'll trade pre-market every time, call it a day. Regular session hadn't been doing too good. The volume's been down on it after 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. Hard to find a trade unless you get lucky and one spikes up somewhere. But I'd rather do pre-market as of now. If the trend shifts and we move over to the regular session, let's say it's more dominant than pre-market, then that's the session we'll be trading. This is a level 2 trading. This side is what they want to sell the stock for. This is what they're willing to pay for it, the bid side. But you can see all of that right here. You cannot look at these numbers and tell me which side is winning, but you can up here. You can see this volume spike indicator. The numbers are slowly moving. It's telling me there is activity in this stock, or whichever one I click on. Now it has died, so has the volume spike. So I'm picking up minor movements on this side. You can see this number climbing slowly. Not enough to trigger a volume spike, but this number's climbing slowly. Now dropping down a little. This one's rising a little. This white arrow is a pullback indicator. It's a standalone. It comes with Master Scalper. So after a stock runs up, sells off a little bit, this arrow detects the buyers coming back in. It's called a pullback play. So they may drive it up here. We did break this resistance level. Volume is still kind of low, but the buyers seem to be coming in. The bars are getting taller. These are buyer bars. This indicator's pointing north. I didn't buy this stock. It's too slow for me. I'm just simply explaining what these indicators are doing. We started off with a small spike. The buyers came in. More buyers are coming in. The price is rising. It's just that the volume is too low for me to safely trade this stock. There's not a big battle going on here. We have a slow flow of volume. Sellers came in. BCTX taking off. Let me get rid of my previous lines. We must have traded this stock before, or maybe I did. Nice tall green buyer bars coming in. Be careful here. That changed to red really quick. Don't just buy in because it's green or moving up. We want to know what these people here are doing, right? There's some selling taking place. If this bar grows, the price will continue upwards. There it goes. Let's see if we can get a little bit of profit out of it. Still not confident in this trade. We get another green bar. It may push up higher. There's a buyer bar coming in. Hopefully it doesn't turn red, and there is some selling going on right here at this level. The whole key here is don't get excited because the stock is running up, because it may just drop right back down if you decide to just buy because it's running up. That's not a reason to buy. The reason is that people keep coming in to buy it. You must confirm that first before you click the buy button. There's more buyers. Keeps pulling back every time it's spiking up. This is a high risk play. It's going to take a lot of buyers to keep driving it. Here they come. Sellers taking profit. I'm going to stay out of this one. I don't like the way it's acting. It's like they're taking profit on every candle. It could just sell off immediately. There's no continuing buying going on, and it's dropping hard now. Trading pennies, you can't change the color in level 2. I would love if they would do that, and to be honest with you, I don't even watch this anymore. I'm watching here 99% of the time. I don't care about anything but buyers and sellers. They're the ones that's going to help me make money. What makes an indicator move? Buyers and sellers. What makes the price go up? Buyers and sellers. So why not start at the beginning and monitor buyers and sellers? None of the boom scans are available yet. I know you guys want them. I'm aware of that. There's a reason I'm not releasing these yet, but it's because I keep fine-tuning a little bit each and every time I see. Even if it's just a minor adjustment, it's an improvement to this scan. And as long as I'm running into improvements, I'm not going to release it. So if you take a look at this My Blessing indicator, it's running up, it gets to the top, and it turns red. That's way up here. This is an early sign that you may need to get out, right? I do not, Tony. Only if that red bar starts growing, I'm getting out. Most of the time, though, Tony, I don't wait on red. I'm buying in here somewhere and selling as it's running up. I don't wait for red. If I wait for red and everybody's selling and I try to sell, my sell may not go through. If I sell on the way up, everybody's buying what I'm selling, and I'm out easily. You might think I'm leaving money on the table, and I am, but I'm buying enough shares to make a really good profit, and I really don't care about what happens afterwards. All right, YouTubers, hope you enjoyed this morning's session. Hope you had enough fun here to click that Join Us button up at the top over on Discord. We'd like to have you on board. We do this about 4 hours every morning from 6 to 9:30, 3.5 hours. Sometimes I hang in there till 10 o'clock if the market's good. We'd love to have you on board. Click that banner at the top. Join us on Discord. I appreciate each and every one of you joined us this morning. Don't forget to hit the like button for me on YouTube if you appreciate what you see. And as always, have a blessed trading day. I will see you guys on Friday.